This medal you have around your neck, it was not easy to play tonight. It was not a perfect match, not the match you were expecting. What does it represent for you and your team? Well, it is a match that we did not win, but we reached this match because we won the European Championship, playing very well and playing and being unbeaten for 3 years and a half. So it is a beautiful moment in our career. Next question. Good evening, Coach. We're back in Wembley. Why have we lost that magic? Because we're missing some players, perhaps we're not so motivated. Perhaps this kind of match, this kind of performance, could this lead to speed up when it comes to some changes, perhaps replacing some players? When we look at Nations League, well, I have to thank all the players who played these last 3.5, 4 years. I must thank them for all they've done. Clearly, we are greatly disappointed because we did not qualify for the World Cup. The match tonight was balanced until they scored the first goal, but then they outplayed us. They're more in shape. They are very talented, and they deserve to win. We spent a lot this year. Our players were somewhat tired, perhaps. After this match, we had in mind we could change a few things, and probably that's what we'll do. Well, no, that doesn't really matter. We must find the players and put together a team that perhaps at the beginning will suffer a bit, but in the future it can be successful and reward us with plenty of joy. So now, this is the situation. Now we'll let a lot of players take a rest, the ones who have really given it all. I think that against the Argentina we've seen today, you can. Very few teams can beat this Argentina or not lose against Argentina. That said, what is it that you didn't like tonight? There's something you could have done better. Isn't there something you could have done better in your...
No, il primo tempo è stato un primo tempo equilibrato, cioè i due gol, se parliamo tecnicamente della partita, i gol loro sono venuti da due errori nostri che non possiamo commettere mai. Questo, insomma, non è che loro hanno fatto un'azione straordinaria e ci hanno messo in difficoltà. Noi avevamo palla noi, la prima l'abbiamo persa in malo modo sulla tre quarti nostra, la seconda ci siamo fatti girare a metà campo Leo, e quindi sono due errori che solitamente noi non commettiamo. Di lì in poi è diventato tutto più difficile perché comunque l'Argentina ha giocatori incredibili, quindi hanno gestito la partita come volevano. L'unico modo era riuscire a fare un gol nel secondo tempo per riaprirla un po', ecco questa, però noi abbiamo grandi difficoltà in questo momento a andare a rete, quindi dobbiamo veramente lavorare molto, impegnarci, sapendo che non sarà così semplice e ci vorrà un po' di tempo in più probabilmente.
Qui c'era una domanda qui. First row please here, that gentleman, yeah.
In inglese por favore?
Inglese, sì, perché no?
Okay, thank you. Well, Roberto, first of all, commiserations on your loss. But I don't understand the previous questions, but I'd like to ask you about Wembley and the atmosphere. You were here last year on what was a very poor day for English football, for crowd behaviour. However, today was absolutely fantastic, a wonderful, wonderful atmosphere. Apart from on the pitch, can you give me your reaction to your experience of Wembley Stadium today?
To play in Wembley is fantastic because it's tempo of football. And every time that we play here is an incredible moment for football and for us. And the atmosphere tonight was really, really fantastic. In the end, for us, maybe not so good, but this is a football.
We'll take the next one here.
Buonasera Roberto, due cose molto veloci. Volevo sapere qual è la cosa che in questo momento
So very quick things.
ti preoccupa di più e se
What is it that worries you mostly right now? And if some players are particularly tired, do you think they might send home a few players? Yes, I think I'll leave a few players home because I think they need to rest. They deserve some rest and they need to recover, considering all they've given over the past years. What worries me? Well, that's a fact. After the European Championship, we always had problems scoring goals. So we must find solutions in this regard, and we must try to be quick in finding a solution. It won't be easy. It won't be easy putting together a new team that will give us the joys so quickly, just like the previous one. I know we have talented players, but we really have to work very hard, knowing that there are some expert players. They're not old. It doesn't mean they can no longer play for the national team. I'm looking at Leonardo Bonucci and Giorgio Chiellini, how they helped the youngsters.
Two more.
Hello, Roberto. Before the European Championship, you convinced all players, all experts, even the most skeptical ones, with your enthusiasm, because you said, we want to win the European Championship, and then you said you also win the World Cup. After what happened yesterday, failing to qualify for the World Cup was really painful. So do you still have the same enthusiasm you had back then? Well, I still have the enthusiasm, by all means. I like to work, I like to train. I miss training every day, so I surely have a lot of enthusiasm. There will be difficult moments, such as tonight. Sure, we've lost against Argentina, which is a great team, or probably one of the teams that are likely to win the World Cup. But there will be moments like this in the future, and we must know it's never going to be easy. We must try to act quickly and make sure that newcomers can learn quickly. They must be aware of the kind of match they play. So it won't be easy.
Two last questions here. Corner first, and then we finish with the gentleman behind.
Hi, Roberto. In English, if you don't mind. What sort of went wrong tonight? I mean, obviously having Lionel Messi would have helped, and also Chiellini came off at half-time and not the way that he would have wanted to end his Italy career.
I think they played better than us. We consider the first goal for our mistake, and after the yellow card for Leo, for him it was very difficult to play, and the second goal maybe he didn't take a tackle like him can do every time, but for this reason, and after they have a control of the game in the second half, because they have a fantastic striker and midfielder, and they play very, very well.
Here, please.
Buonasera Roberto.
Buonasera.
Domanda secca.
Very quick
Questa
question.
volta può essere più dura rispetto alla prima,
Is-
cioè ricostruire rispetto
is
al
this time-
2018. Può essere più difficile.
This time, is it going to be harder to reconstruct the team after 2018? Perhaps it could be more difficult because we have some very young players, some of whom don't even play in Serie A, so in the first division. So it might be a little more difficult, but in the team I fielded tonight, we had some very important players. And I'm sure they will be back on their feet and they will resume their usual style. But obviously it's going to be perhaps a little more difficult. Thank you. Tomorrow we will be in Coverciano and then we will meet again on the 3rd for the pre...